On this day, we celebrate all Australian and New Zealand soldiers who have died in war. And to date, there's been over 102,000 Australian soldiers and almost 30,000 New Zealand soldiers who have died in wars. ANZAC Day for me is a little bit bittersweet. My grandfather's brother was actually captured in one of the world wars and actually ended up dying in a POW camp whilst working on the Changi Railway, also known as the Death Railway, in between Burma and Thailand. So, it hits all of us in different ways at different times for different reasons, but that pain and suffering has led to an enormous amount of freedom for us, which I think sometimes we take for granted. And I think one of the greatest lessons that we can take from today is the importance of not only just facing our fears, but facing our battles, because all of us are dealing with our own battle, our own war, and for the most part it's internally. And look, it's fair to say, who am I to be making a video on ANZAC Day? I've never served my country, I've never been in a war, but I do live in a world that has a level of freedom that has been granted as a result of the sacrifices that have been made by the people who have. And I think it's important on this day, ANZAC Day, that we just take a moment to reflect. We take a moment to appreciate the sacrifices that have been made for the liberty that we now have and that we now have the privilege of sharing with those that are close to us. This is an opportunity to reflect and be grateful, not just for our privileges and our freedom, but also to reflect on our own battles, our own internal wars that we go on with, but more importantly, use the courage of those who have come before us to actually keep going despite the odds, lest we forget.